Hi, Bill here. I'd like to show you a game I played against the chess engine Houdini. It was in sparring mode, so it wasn't playing at its strongest. However, after I won this game, I switched to playing in sparring mode. In full strength mode. Okay, so I was white. So e4, e5. Played the Vienna. Don't know why I chose that, but I did. Okay, so book of course. d3, standard Vienna. Knight a5, wasn't so familiar with that move. Looks like I'm going to lose the bishop pair. Okay, so I thought at least I'll make him have a backward a pawn and develop my rook. So I've got a fairly sound pawn structure there. So Houdini's got two bishops. Ooh. Okay, drives my knight to a worse square at the cost of weakening his pawn structure a little. Okay, so black advances in the centre. So I thought I'd hold the strong point at e4, and I'm not too fussed if he swaps queens, makes my king move. Okay, so pawn takes pawn, knight takes pawn. So that's in fact what happens. So with the queens off, it's always a bit easier for me. Chess engines tend to be monsters tactically, and if I can keep the tactics under wraps, I've got a much better chance of holding the position. Okay, so hits the pawn, I defend the pawn. Okay, so white's solid. White has an easy position to play, though I've got to be a bit careful because he's got two bishops, and it is Houdini. Develops the bishop, put the knight out. Couldn't put it on the best square, which was f3. There's a pawn there. Castles, bishop to the best square, pawn. Okay, opening things up. Not much I can do about that. So I took it. I wanted to hold the e4 square, make it harder for the engine to advance. Pawn to e4. Rook moves across. Get the king off the back line. I've connected my rooks. My pieces are all working together. Okay, moves the pawn forward a bit. Okay, I free my king rook. That gets the rook back into play. Oops, there. Rook to the open file. Rook regroups. Knight to the centre. I'm not worried if he takes me at all. I think I might be slightly better then because there's a few black pawns on the same colour as the black bishop if he swaps the bishop for the knight. Okay, so he wants to stop me getting in on the 7th rank. And he has a possible check here which could be annoying. Okay, so time to break the bishop pair if I can. Bishop takes knight. Bishop takes bishop. Bishop's opposite colours. Bishop takes pawn. Rook hits the bishop. Rook hits the bishop. Bishop takes the pawn. Desperado bishop. Pawn takes the bishop. Okay, so now rook takes rook, rook takes rook, rook takes. We have an endgame with equal pawns. I've got doubled B pawns, but black has 3 weak pawns on the queen side, and including the centre pawn. And my king's a bit close to the centre, which is good. Okay, so he gets the rook up to the 3rd rank. Took the pawn. What's he doing? He's gone to the back. I'm not sure if he's played well in the last couple of moves. Rook hits the pawn from behind. Rook hits the pawn. Rook takes pawn. Rook takes pawn up. King moves over. Rook takes check. King up. Okay, so I've done well. I've exchanged off one of my weak pawns, and I've won a pawn. I think what happens in sparring mode, just at random, the computer will play some kind of weak move, which is what appeared to happen. So now, probably technically won here. Okay, king towards the centre. Pawn moves up. King moves to centre. Rook to the 7th rank. Pawn moves up. Check. King over. Okay, so my problem is how to untangle my king. Okay, rook to the back. Okay, so I guess if I advance my b pawn, then it'll be at least that'll tie black down a bit. Okay, so e4 doesn't look good. What's my king out? So pushed. pushed. Okay, got to be a bit careful he doesn't queen the pawn. So go for his G pawn. Takes check. Aha! Tricked the computer. I wasn't going to take the pawn. I just wanted to swap the rooks. Okay, so I swap the rooks, and now I can catch the E pawn, and then I've got an easily won king and pawn ending. Even against Houdini, this is easy peasy. Of course, you don't rush. Okay, so there's nothing much to it now. Just have to make sure we don't stalemate, which I didn't. Okay. So, suffice to say, I end up checkmating. So, thank you for watching.